Lynda Santos here. So today in this segment, we're going to make some sunflower seed cheese, and I got this recipe from my good friend Alona, and I still make it today. So I've been making it for many decades now. So, anyways, I take raw sunflower seeds, and it's really a must to soak them because you drain off a lot of enzyme inhibitors and also some soil and things that are maybe don't taste as well. So when you soak it, so I soak it for 24 hours. In the warmer months, I put it in the refrigerator so it doesn't get rancid. But otherwise, you could soak it on your counter for 24 hours and then rinse it really, really well. And and they plump up. And so I did 2 cups, and it's now almost plumped up to 4 cups. So I put that in my Vitamix, along with a few cloves of garlic. Okay. Now for my Vitamix, I might have to divide this in 2 because it's really hard on Vitamixes, but to make this really creamy. So it's a creamy spread, and people would use it in place of, cheese, but you can, it's just such a great substitute for non-dairy. Anyways, I like to use some sea salt. I like rock salt, but you can use your favorite salt. I'm going to start off with a teaspoon, and I'll probably add to that, but I just want to make sure that I don't add too much. The other thing I'll probably add is I have a half a cup of fresh lemon juice here, so I'm going to pour that in. That I know I'll use. Now the only other thing that I'm going to need, but I'm not going to need too much of, is a little more water. So I use distilled water. So I'm going to measure it in. I'm only going to add as needed. So I'm just going to add like maybe a 1/4 cup. Yeah. And then I can see that there's liquid in there. Let's see how it runs. But basically, these are all the ingredients. Real simple. See, there's a lot of liquid there. I like to start off slow. And then gradually. Okay, so sometimes you're going to have to stop, and I know it's not going to be enough liquid, but it's a lot for this to take in, so I'm going to give it a stir. And it's going to come out really good. I'm not going to add too much more because you don't want it runny, because it should be a nice, easy spread, but not too soft, not too watery. I'm going to try to run that without any water. That happens a lot, especially when you're making seed cheese. And you might have noticed that, like when you're making smoothies and stuff like that. They all do that. But anyways, this is getting there. This is really doing. So you may have to do this a few times. So I'm going to spare you watching me do this like maybe 3 or 4 more times. Hi, I'm back. So anyways, I went ahead and I blended it and so it looks really nice and fluffy and creamy. I did add another teaspoon of salt, like I thought I would, so that was a total of 2 teaspoons. I went ahead and I added a little bit of olive oil just because I thought it just needed that other little dimension of creaminess that kind of makes your mouth water a little bit. So anyways, that's that. So now we have seed cheese. Now this is great on bagels. It's great on toast. It's great as a spread on sandwiches, crackers, fillings, for celery, dips. There's a lot of things you can do with this. This is a good base for a lot of things. You could add fresh herbs. You can add olives, fresh tomatoes, and then do like you would a hummus dip with some pita around it. It's delicious, and it's really high in protein, and it's a seed, and it digests real easily, especially since we've soaked it. So that made a huge difference. But also on top of that, it's a great source of protein for all of us. Thank you.